VJ Corporate Power Hour call. It is bottom of the hour, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time. We're going to go ahead and get this call underway. This is Ryan Palmer, VP of Sales for VJ International. I'm dialing in tonight from the home office here in Lehi, Utah, and you're tuned in to the VJ Corporate Power Hour call. So as a point of reference, a Power Hour call is the corporate conference call in which happens every 28 days, approximately once a month, where we get on and we talk about the opportunity, we talk about the company, we give the state of the company, in essence, relative to new updates and announcements that are critical for independent distributors who are using VJA as the vehicle for building their own business, their own organization, for allowing individuals all across the world really to achieve what we call Life Unlimited. This is not a typical opportunity call that you may be tuned into, where it is the VJ Corporate Power Hour call. So as a point of reference, let me quickly just highlight for you exactly what it is that we'll be going over tonight. See, typically you may tune into an opportunity call and hear about an opportunity, where this is the VJ Corporate call. We're going to be talking tonight about some announcements relative to the progression of the company and where we're at and where we're going, and the vision of VJ International and what we can become. And that all started years ago, and it started with a documentary that had aired on the Discovery Channel. This documentary had highlighted one specific botanical, which was the start of everything at VJ International. That particular documentary was recorded and given to one man, Mr. Ken Brailsford. And that's significant to understand that relative to what we have become and why it was so important that it was handed to that man. If you know a little bit about Ken's background, you understand the significance. Ken is an icon in the industry of direct sales and network distribution, having been the founder and CEO of two multi-billion-dollar companies nowadays. If you look at it, the two companies have contributed literally billions of dollars of sales in this industry. And when that documentary was handed to him, he recognized that what he saw was an opportunity to change the lives of thousands of people across the world. So as we get on the call tonight, as you're hearing all those beeps represent individuals all across the world who have joined us for this call. See, that documentary highlighted one botanical, and one botanical that was recognized as being the most nutrient-dense botanical on the planet. Ken took the vision to recognize that that botanical had the potential to change people's lives through really a three-pronged approach, from health and wellness to weight loss, and of course from a financial perspective as well. So Ken had the vision that by putting himself in front of a problem, that really created an opportunity, not just for himself, but for thousands of us. And you can hear that by how many people are with us tonight. So Moringa oleifera became the botanical that is the foundation, is the baseline of everything we do here at VJ International. So tonight you won't hear about the opportunity necessarily as much as you will hear about VJ, where we're at, where we're going. And if you're a guest on the line with us tonight, I would invite you to get back with the individual or the person that invited you to join us on the call tonight to get more details. See, tonight what we're going to go through we're going to go through some of the updates. See, when we talk about Ken and his vision back in 2005 when he viewed that documentary, see, he saw that the Moringa Botanical provided an opportunity for thousands of people to change their lives. And by doing so, he created this company and talked about VJ International becoming his legacy company, or the company that he would be remembered by, that would outlive both him and be something that he could leave behind for his posterity. What's really exciting about what we're doing right now is watching his vision come to fruition. What I mean by that is he talked about VJ becoming a legacy company or becoming the next billion-dollar brand, and now you are seeing that happen as the company is really in a momentum phase where we're really starting to the message is sharing rapidly, not just across North America, but globally. We heard people introducing themselves from all around the world as we were getting started on the call tonight. And that message is going rapidly. And you're going to hear tonight from the company some of the advancements that we've made relative to international expansion. But in addition to that, you're going to hear some updates that we've had happen here in North America as well. See, if you talk to anyone who knows anything about our industry, they'll talk to you about the best time to get involved with the company. And that time, of course, is when the company is what we call momentum phase. And Zija is just at the very early stages of momentum, rapidly becoming one of the fastest growing companies in our industry because we've got a real product providing real results, which creates a real opportunity for those individuals who are looking for a change, looking for something different, looking for the vehicle that can drive them or allow them to achieve their long-term goals. So what I'd like to do first of all is I'd like to reach out to one of my colleagues that we work with at the corporate office who is involved on a daily basis working with the corporate team in creating a vehicle that people can utilize to doing just that, to achieving their long-term goal and achieving their own personal destiny. And that, of course, is our Director of North American Sales, Mr. Jerem Gaster. Jerem, are you on the line?
I am, Ryan. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, Jerem. You have played a critical role in the advancement and the progression of Zija International. And it was just a few short months ago when we had the entire organization out in Salt Lake City, Utah, and we had talked about how the stage had been set. The incubation period for Zija International had now provided a model which was right and ready for explosive growth. And we've seen that happen here in 2013. You played a critical role in that at the corporate office. It's a privilege and a pleasure to work with you. But I'd like, if I could, just to go through a couple questions here and have you articulate and expound on some of the advancements that we've done corporately to make the opportunity more right, ready to go right now. And, of course, when I talked about the company just now getting into momentum and really getting excitement and the message spreading rapidly across North America, what that's done for us recently is it's created an increased amount of call volume coming into customer service. And we wanted to find a way where we could teach people to utilize the tools that are already available to them. And so one of those tools that we created was actually an opportunity for them to get a free gift by placing an enrollment order online. So if you could, would you just expound on what we have now made available to the field relative to the online enrollment?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, it's a pleasure to be on the call tonight with you, Ryan, and definitely those that are listening. I love what we do. I love traveling. I love spending time with the distributors, and especially right now, the feeling that is in the air is strong and thick of the Zija feeling. And it's just exciting to see what's happening in people's lives and the momentum and growth that is taking place in our organization. What we've done, and I love the concept of this because it really comes down to duplication and simplicity and tools. And those that are listening for the first time and those that have been a part of what we do, you know how phenomenal the website is, the back office, and the tools and reports and the things that you can use to manage your business. As we've been growing, what we've implemented is a promotion to drive people to enroll their prospects online and using the tools that are there. So out of habit, a lot of people like to call into the customer service, which we love and we welcome, and we're here for you and we want to support you and give all the right answers to your questions. But as you do call into the corporate number to make those enrollments, you will find that there is a promotion code that is given to you when you call in. And you take that code and you go to your back office, and as you're enrolling your distributors, you will enter that code. And what that does is triggers the system to send them a free gift in their enrollment pack. And when we talk about free gifts, what we're saying is more tools to build your business and to whether it's samples or brochures, whatever it may be, whatever the gift may be, those are there to help you build your business. And as you use the back office to enroll people in the business, they will see that and the duplication will take place. It's very easy. It's very quick. If you are struggling, please call in. We can help you through that process for the first time. But let's get in the habit in using all those tools that we have to bring people into the business and to teach them how to use it. So it's exciting. We've already seen a phenomenal response from that. And I envision that we'll just continue to move forward and use those tools that we've built.
And I think one of the key phrases that I heard you articulate there was the importance of tools and utilizing the tools and growing your Zija business. Of course, that's one of the responsibilities that you and I have as a corporate employee for Zija International, is ensuring that the toolbox that we're providing to an independent distributor to build and grow their own business has all the tools adequate for them to do and achieve whatever it is that they dream of achieving. And so, as you mentioned tools, there's also a secondary tool that we recently made available. For a new person getting started, the most important thing to answer for them is, how do I go about doing that, building this business? How can I utilize this vehicle? And so, maybe you could expound a little bit on one of the new tools that we made available that will teach anybody who's just getting started, a brand new person, exactly what they need to do to get started and build their own Zija business.
Absolutely. This is definitely one of the best tools that I've ever seen. What I love about the vehicle that Ken Brosford and Rod Larson and yourself, Ryan, and the executives over the years have built is the ability for an average person who has the motivation and drive and vision to achieve the dreams that they have in their life to actually achieve them. And taking average people and turning them into success stories. I love it both from a product perspective and definitely a business opportunity perspective. And one of the tools that we've just recently introduced is a plug-and-play DVD. And for those that are listening for the first time, and again, those that are part of the business, please listen carefully. Use this tool. It is very simple. It's duplicatable. You can take this DVD, you can tailor it to those that you're prospecting, meaning that we have Mike Sims, Chris Estes, David Moses, that is basically giving you the whole presentation from an opportunity perspective, compensation perspective, and product perspective. And so if you've got someone that fits one of those criteria, you can tailor this presentation, put the DVD in, hit play, sit back, and let those people that have gone through the process of learning all of the knowledge that they have to give that presentation. Anybody can do it, and that's key. Anybody, if you can put a DVD in a DVD player and push play, you can build this business with this DVD. And then on top of that, you also have diamond videos that you can watch, people, success stories of individuals that have come in and literally built a legacy business who have never been in the industry before. And you get a chance to see it, feel it, touch it, watch it, and those that you're prospecting will be able to relate to those diamond videos and catch the vision and know that they can turn around and put that DVD in the DVD player. So it's exciting. I was in Jackson, Mississippi with some of our leadership this last weekend. I took 100 DVDs with me, and I'm not joking, in 5 minutes we were able to sell those out. And I've already heard stories from those people that bought those DVDs, how wonderful it's been. So I invite you to get into the Zija store online, buy those packs, buy those DVDs, use them as marketing tools, get them to your organization. And on top of that, anybody that enrolls into the Zija business, a DVD is waiting for you in that enrollment pack.
Just to highlight a couple of things that you said there, the DVDs are available now, and of course, those DVDs will be included in any enrollment package. So if you're a guest on the line with us tonight and you're taking a serious look and you're interested in the vehicle that Zija has to offer, but you're wondering, is this something that I can do? We often look at how it would be nice if I could take some of the key leaders and the individuals who have been there and done that and have really been the leaders to create a path. When we talk about what that word means, it's a pathfinder. And so we've taken those individuals who have blazed that trail already and putting them in your pocket, literally, so that anybody can have the ability to go out and do a presentation right out the gate. It's a very simple duplication model. So we're excited about that. We feel like it gives everybody an opportunity to work firsthand with the key leaders who have helped build this organization. And when we talk about the company getting into momentum, it's those individuals who have played a critical role in putting us into this position. So that's really exciting, available right now. But that's not all. When we're talking about tools and what tools are available, we know that it's important in our industry, in this business, it's important to have communication and be able to to reach out and talk with individuals or that may be in your network and expose them to what opportunity is available to them here at Siege International. And one of those things, of course, is our replicated website, which we had announced a new replicated website just a short month ago as we were enhancing the toolbox of the independent distributors. And now, consistent with that new back office that we made available, we also have a tool that will be made available consistent with the replicated website that independent distributors can use to expose and to contact. You know, we often talk about piquing the interest of somebody. And so if you would, Jeremy, could you just expound a little bit on the new tool that is available now associated with the replicated website that our independent distributors can use?
Yes, absolutely. I firmly believe in, the law of the harvest, planting seeds and nourishing and harvesting that when that's ready. And part of this replicated site and the tools that come along with that is what we refer to as our email dripping system. What we've done is we've gone in and we've created a few different scenarios that you can tailor that prospecting to. For example, if someone is interested in weight management and losing weight, you can utilize the replicated site to set them up on an email drip system. So you choose weight management, and we've already got templates in place that will give them all of the information that they need concerning the weight management systems and products. That they will get drip emails every few days for a period of time. So they're constantly getting that information, they're reading it, they're learning about it, and taking them, which is important, this is the key word, the process of making that decision to get involved in the Zija business. And so I'm extremely excited. I firmly believe in the law of the harvest, and this is definitely going to help us with planting those seeds and harvesting that crop when they're ready.
Face-to-face with a handshake, and there's lots of tools relative to technology that are available to us as well that can be a catalyst to building your organization. But the last component when we're talking about tools is creating a platform where people can come to a presentation. They can hear firsthand from the corporate executives. They can also hear from the top tier pin ranks, the guys in the business who have been there and done that. Of course, the platform to do so we created is our Gold Rush event. And we're getting ready to launch off this weekend. In fact, would be the first Gold Rush event for the second quarter of 2013. So if you would, could you just share with the organization a little bit about the upcoming Gold Rush events that they can utilize as another tool and the importance of attending those events and being able to see firsthand, get face-to-face with the individuals who have built an organization and be able to feel the power and the magnitude of attending a Gold Rush event?
Absolutely, and for those that know me, know that I love having a good time, and these gold events have just been an absolute riot. That we've literally had hundreds and even thousands of people in a room experiencing the testimonies of the success that people have had with the product and the business. And this is for those that are a part of the business as much as those that are looking at the business, because as part of that process, you making that commitment to go out and share the Zija opportunity, this is just something that can seal and finish that testimony. Being in those rooms and participating in the energy, the personalities that are there, corporate support, Rex Bianchi, Josh Plant, Rod Larson, our CEO, Ryan Palmer, our VP of Global Sales, and watching them on stage and present and cast the vision of where we're going, and not only casting the vision, but showing how we're going to get there. And that's happening right now. The momentum and growth that we are experiencing right now is because the vision is becoming a reality. And the gold events are definitely a must. You need to get there. Be aware of the ones that are nearest you. Go to www.zijaevents.com and look for those and build towards those. And anybody that you can, both in the business and prospects, get them there so they can experience it. You can sit back, relax, and enjoy the energy. And on top of that, you'll find that you're recommitting yourself. You'll find that the vision that you keep hearing about and the stories that you hear are real, and that it's happening, and it's happening right now. And so very quickly, I just want to go over what cities these events are in. Like Ryan said, we've got one in Emeryville, California that's this weekend. April 19th and 20th, we're going to be in Wichita, Kansas. May 10th and 11th, we're going to be in Louisville, Kentucky. May 31st, June 1st, we're going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. June 14th and 15th, we're going to be in Toronto, Canada. What's exciting about that is we've got David Moses, our top income earner, that will be there hosting that. Great man, very successful, and a lot to learn from. And then to finish it off for quarter two, we're going to be in Red Deer, Alberta, supporting the Canadians. They're fantastic. They know how to build a business. They're growing very rapidly, and that's going to take place on June 28th and 29th. So be aware of the event that's nearest you. The Gold Rush events are amazing, and we'll see you there.
Well, thank you, Jeff. You're right. It absolutely is exciting when you look at everything that we have upcoming here in just the second quarter of 2013. And that's just happening here over the next 3 months. It certainly indicates the type of excitement, growth, and momentum that we have in this business. And one thing that I heard you mention as you had started out talking about the Gold Rush event is having a good time. And my dad always told me that if you enjoy what you do, you'll never have to work a day in your life. And that's certainly an event that you want to attend because of the excitement, the fun, the relationships that you develop, and a celebration of our accomplishments, and certainly the accomplishments of the field. So thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate all that you do in contributing to the overall success of the company. It's an absolute privilege and pleasure to work with you, and I appreciate you joining us on the call tonight to bring the organization up to speed on some of the announcements and updates. And Jeremy, what Jeremy had touched on, of course, was really significant and relative to what's happening here in North America. But at the beginning of the call, we had talked about Zija International and Zija growing globally all across the world. And certainly 2013 will historically be remembered, I believe, as not only as the year for momentum and accelerated growth, but also the year where the company really made a significant push relative to the international market and giving individuals an opportunity to leverage their relationship with people they have all across the world, so you literally can build a global business. And we've got some exciting announcements tonight about the progression and advancement that Zija International has made in international markets. And to join us tonight to articulate that message, I'd like to invite a member of our new market development team, and that, of course, is our market manager, Mr. Corey Gallegos. Corey, are you on the call?
I am here. Ryan, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, buddy. Appreciate not only your presence here on the call tonight, but certainly everything that you and the entire team at the corporate office does and the international team in providing an opportunity for people to build a global business. And I know that you've got some exciting announcements tonight as you're working on the South American market in particular, and you've been tasked with getting things done in several markets in South America that will be upcoming. And if you would you just bring the organization up to speed on what we have to announce to them right now relative to those markets?
Absolutely, Ryan. I appreciate that little introduction. I am very grateful to have this opportunity, this privilege to be on this call with everyone tonight. And we are very excited for this announcement that we have for everybody tonight. For some time now, we have been working tirelessly on this particular country that we're about to announce. One of the main TV stations in this country has run a documentary on moringa and its benefits a couple of times now. And this is just at the beginning and at the beginning of this year and at the end of last year. Because of this documentary, moringa in this country has been at an all-time high and is in very high demand at this moment. Because of this demand, citizens of this country have sought out moringa. What is it? Where can I get it? All these types of things. And they have found Zija. They have found us. As a result of this, it is now Zija that is in very high demand in this country. And because of this, we are very excited to announce right now that we have opened the country of Chile to a Get Your Spot situation. And I'd like to explain a little bit how the Get Your Spot is going to work. This is exciting news for us. the Get Your Spot in Chile. We are not able to process and take orders at this moment. But what we are able to do is allow potential Chilean distributors, leaders, to sign up in our system and to start building their organizations in our system with VJ. The reason why this has been such a huge announcement for us and why we've been waiting for this day for a very long time is because we do have a lot of people, a lot of potential leaders in Chile waiting to sign up so that they can start signing up people not only in Chile, but in the other South American markets that we are open in right now. For example, we got someone down there that wants to start signing up people in Colombia and wants to start signing up people in Peru and two other South American markets that we are currently in. And he's been waiting for this day so that he can sign up and then start building his organization in Chile, in Colombia, and in Peru. Like Ryan was saying earlier, the interest down there is at an all-time high. Again, back to the Get Your Spot with Chile. How this works is you can go in, you can have your potential Chilean distributors and leaders sign up, and all that is needed is their name, their address, their phone number, and then to create a username and password for their back office. At that point, they can go in and start signing up other people in their organization and start building their business in Chile. Also, my apologies there for cutting you off there at the end. It's exciting there as you're getting started on the front. I knew the announcement coming, and yet you had me sitting on the edge of my seat. So I appreciate everything that you have done. I know you've been instrumental in doing everything on the back end, and there's really the beauty of this business is that everything that happens on the back end for an independent distributor, you just know that that's been taken care of, and you and the other members of the new market development team have done an excellent job in pursuing international growth, taking the necessary steps. Of course, the Get Your Spot scenario, it's really a pre-launch, so in Chile in particular, not open yet, but people now, as you had said, Corey, they have an interest in Moringa, in VJ, and what we're doing, that they can start building a structuring organization in preparation, of course, for an actual launch. And South America is just one of the regions across the world, of course, the VJ International is developing, moving into. Thank you again for everything that you do, for all of your efforts. We appreciate everything that you do with the entire international team and allowing VJ International to become that global company and providing that global opportunity. So thanks again, Corey.
I appreciate it. It's been my pleasure, Ryan.
All right, so now that you're in some of the announcements out there, of course, with the Get Your Spot in South America, and South America not the only region of the world in which we're actually making advancements, it's important that we also make the announcement tonight that our European markets are really getting traction and excitement, seeing some serious growth and development, and Finland is now open as well for people to buy products and build an organization in Finland consistent with all of our other European markets, which of course that's all product that is being shipped out of the Netherlands, and so we're excited about a new addition to the European markets as well, and it's just another indicator of the momentum that we're experiencing right now at Siege International. So with all of the tools that we talked about tonight, you heard Jerem talk about tools corporately that we've made available to the field, and then Corey talking about the advancements from the international team as Siege becomes a global company. The most important tool or the most important component that we have in order for any of this to happen, of course, is our distributor base. It is the independent distributors who really make it happen, to go out there and by achieving their own personal goals and creating their own destiny, as I mentioned previously on the call, that's how we actually get a collective growth as the company overall. And so the next guest that I want to invite onto the call tonight is an individual that I get a tremendous amount of respect for. He has really not just one of the best stories in VJ International, but one that I would really kind of recognize as one of the best stories in the industry of network marketing. And that, of course, is triple diamond elite, Mr. Chris Estes. And I want to highlight a little bit about Chris's story, but I talk about how profound it is relative to the industry. And it was just a few short years ago that
that Chris was a school teacher, and of course his wife was a waitress, and they had a child along the way, and really trying to define what it was that he wanted to accomplish in his life. But he recognized a vehicle that could be the tool to change his life and to make a difference. And most importantly, is he made a choice. He made a choice that he was going to change his life. He plugged into a system that really has been instrumental as a leader in creating a duplication model and a system. And so you heard me mention that it is a triple diamond elite. Of course, that is a new triple diamond elite. So congratulations to him and the other members of the organization and the field that you're going to hear from tonight. So I wanted to be able to kind of highlight from a field perspective. You heard some progression and some advancements that are available and happening at the corporate office. But more importantly, it doesn't matter unless there's a driver to drive all of those advancements. And Chris represents that, as well as other individuals who have achieved key rank advancements this last period. We had 3 black diamonds that broke in period 60. Now, to understand the significance of that, you got to understand the qualification requirements that it takes to get there. So, Chris, what I'd like to do is invite you on the call and maybe have you articulate the importance of leadership, the importance of your team, you know, in order for you to achieve a rank advancement of Triple Diamond Elite, which of course has a $250,000 bonus. And you and I had a chance earlier this week to talk about what you were going to do and how you were going to invest that back into the team for the benefit of everyone. If you could maybe just share with us a little bit tonight the importance of a team in order to achieve your long-term goals. So, Chris?
Absolutely, Ryan. I'd be happy to do that, Ryan. I appreciate all that you and Jeremy have done to contribute to the growth of this company, to the momentum of this company, to the success that we are having and will continue to have. And, you know, people do what people see, Ryan. And as I look at you, of course, our founder, Ken Brailsford, Rod Larson, our president, Jeremy, and all of the corporate team, you've always been very giving with the support, with the resources, the programs, the promotions that you put in place. And one of my friends and mentors, John Maxwell, has said many times, Ryan, to be a river, not a reservoir. And what that simply means is pouring back into your people. And one of the things that's always been important to me, that's always been important to our organization, is to pour our resources, to pour our knowledge, to pour what we're learning to the people. So that's what I'm personally going to be doing, and I know that's what has reflected all of the great rank advancements, Ryan, that we're seeing in the Zeta Nation, because all of the leadership has the same vision, that we don't compete with each other, we complete each other. So I'm excited tonight to highlight 3 of our newest Black Diamonds, and of course, these Black Diamonds are inspiring thousands of people. And you break down inspire, it simply means breathing life into others. That's what they've been doing on a daily basis, weekly basis, on a monthly basis. And they're giving hope to people. And hope, of course, simply means helping other people excel. They're helping other people, knowing that will then lead them to success, lead all of us to success here in the Zeta Nation. And Ryan, as I looked at the 3 individuals I'm going to highlight for all of you on this call tonight, I was looking for some commonalities. What are some things that each of these 3 individuals have in common? Because they all come from different backgrounds. There's some diversity here as you'll listen to their stories in a few minutes. But a few of the commonalities is, number 1, they're competitive. So I think it's important that all of us on this call tonight ask, are we competitive ourselves? Because I'm getting ready to introduce 3 Black Diamonds who have really paved the path for quick success, and they're all competitive. So I think it's important that we ask, are we competitive? Are our people competitive? Because if we're not, we maybe need to make some course corrections to be a little bit more competitive and driven when it comes to business. And as I continue to look, Ryan, I notice that they're just determined, they're go-getters, they're ambitious, they're influential, and they're centers of influence, all those different things. And so I'm excited for all of you to hear from them tonight. I'd encourage you to simply write some notes down and listen very carefully to what they have to say, because it's going to be inspiring for you, and it could be inspiring for some of your people who may not even be on this call. And one of the first people I'm going to reach out to is Mr. Luke Curry. Luke, You're the youngest black diamond in Visa history. You went from double diamond just 3 weeks ago, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago. You hit triple diamond. The next week you hit black diamond. And many people would see that as a quantum leap, and it certainly was a huge leap in regards to advancing in our company. But I want all of you to remember, team, with the glory always comes a story. And with every testimony, there's always a test. And Luke, you're going to be able to share some of the obstacles and adversity that you faced. And I know, and you know, as you'll share in a second, it's been the invisible results that many people on this call have not seen. They've not seen the many hours that you've invested in travel and the many hours that you've been on the phone and all of the things that you've done to lead your team. So maybe you can share with everyone your road to Black Diamond.
Yes, sir, Chris. I definitely appreciate you and all that you've done, obviously, as my mentor. And I would encourage everybody on the call, if you don't have a mentor, find somebody that you aspire to be like and have them, ask them to be your mentor. Chris mentors me in just what John Maxwell taught him. He breathes life into me. He has inspired me when I got started. My obstacles were typical for most people. No money, no time, but it goes more than that. I was 23. What's that mean? That means I had no influence. That also means I didn't have enough time to even have business experience. So I latched on to Chris, and I just said, Chris, teach me what I need to do. And I knew it was going to be a learning process, but here's what I knew. I knew that being competitive and driven had always got me where I wanted to go. And in this opportunity with Zija allowed me to have a vehicle that would get me where I wanted to go that much faster. We were faced with a very hard decision starting out of the gate. Right when I got started building the business in Zija, we actually, as a family, we lost our income. I was the only income producer in my family. I had a wife and a daughter. She was a stay-at-home mom, and so right out of the gate, we were hit with what might seem like a big roadblock or a mountain in front of us. But all we did is we decided to work the business that much harder. We moved into a very small 600-square-foot apartment, and really, we couldn't afford to be broke. I always remember that's when I knew that we got paid every Friday in Zija, because that was really food for us. We had worked it hard to make sure every Friday we got paid. But I knew this opportunity could bring great things if I just put my head down and got focused on the task at hand and on the opportunity in front of me. And really, what it's all about is vision. And I was able to really, I didn't have a huge vision, but Chris has the vision for me and constantly would stretch my vision so I could see that much further where we were going. And so it wasn't easy, but over the past few years, obviously we're not living in a 600-square-foot apartment, but just being consistent and not letting off the gas. That's the biggest thing I encourage people as you're building a business. Don't let there be any excuse, and every excuse you might have not to do the business, use that as your reason why to do the business. Didn't have money, that's the reason why we did the business. Didn't have time, that's the reason why we did the business. Had no influence, that's the reason why we did the business. Had no experience, that's the reason why we did the business. So fast forward to now, obviously we've been able to gain some experience through learning through the process, but it all goes back to your team. And that's a big thing that we focus on is teamwork and synergy. I have people in my downline that literally we walk hand in hand together. We're constantly communicating back and forth, saying, hey, let's go get this ring together. It's never you go do it. It's always let's go do it together. And there are people in my organization, leaders that I talk to them on a daily basis. We have created a family culture. We work synergistically together, and it's really taken us someplace that we never thought possible. And just be relentless with it. Guys, last night I was up till 1 o'clock in the morning working on opening up the Philippines. I'll be flying to California this weekend for the gold rush. I'll be in Kansas the following weekend for that gold rush. Just stay focused on the task at hand and get excited. Right now is the best time to be a part of Zija International and growing your business. But here's what I would encourage you. As the momentum climbs, make sure you're constantly building the business, because that allows you to cast a bigger net.
The bigger of a team you build now, the bigger of a net you have to cast out to others. And just like Jeremy and Ryan hit on, people are looking at Moringa. Now they're looking at Zija. They want a part of it. So make sure you're doing everything you can to keep your net cast big enough so when everyone's coming into Zija, you'll know that a lot of those are going to be joining your team and driving your business to the top, and get excited because there's a lot of big things going on in Zija right now, and we're just getting started. Well, Luke, you've thrown a lot of pearls out to everyone. I'll recap. And Luke, we all are very encouraged that you made a difference. You made a choice. He didn't have money. He didn't have time. He had not been in business. He really didn't have influence. But what he decided to do, his decision, is he killed all doubt to make some sacrifices because here's what he knew. And here's what all of us can be excited about. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. He didn't have a vision. He didn't necessarily have a belief. He simply borrowed someone else's. And so all of us, we should have a vision. We should have a belief. We simply need to loan our belief, loan our vision to our people until they get their own. And Luke, you said something very powerful. You have a team, you have a culture within your team. And as my mentor again, John Maxwell, recently told me, he said, Chris, culture eats strategy for breakfast. And so let's all focus on creating a winning culture with our team as Luke Curry, the youngest black diamond in Zija history, has done. Congratulations, Luke, on your success. And I'll move into now Jessica Phillips. Jessica, it's really been encouraging to watch you grow in this business. Double diamond again to black diamond in just the last couple, 2-3 weeks. You're extremely busy because you're a stay-at-home mom with not one kid, 2 kids, 4 kids. And I know that keeps you quite busy because they're ultimately very active, as are you. And I just love the fact that you're giving so many people hope that there's something else out there. You're what I would call relentless because you always keep the carrot right out in front of you. You're never satisfied. And team, please understand the word satisfaction. Satis is Latin, which means enough. You add action to it. That's enough action. And there's no satisfaction with you, Jessica. You're very driven. Congratulations. Maybe you can share with us, as you are the master of time management, your road to Black Diamond.
Thank you, Chris. And it's an honor to be on this call tonight. I would like to thank Chris, along with the DLC and the corporate staff, for their impeccable leadership and their skill sets. It's truly because of their level of dedication that this opportunity has been made available to all of us. As Chris said, I'm a stay-at-home mom, 4 children, one of them still in diapers, and I became simply a product user about 21 months ago. I was not looking for an opportunity, but I found a line of products that drastically changed my life. I quickly became a distributor simply for the fact that I found myself sharing Zija and Moringa with so many around me. It was merely a hobby for me in the beginning. It was just something fun that I enjoyed. I was not trying to build a business. Chris would share the vision with me, and I just was not seeing where it could take me. I was content with raising my children and being a housewife, but as weeks went on and we began to see significant growth in our organization, I started to see the true potential that this company really, truly had to offer. It was at that time that I dedicated myself to this, and I decided to set out and build a business. I don't have any network marketing experience. I really don't have any sales experience whatsoever. Married out of college and just started being a housewife soon after. But for me, it was incredibly empowering. It stretched me, it taught me, and I found a few people that wanted to come alongside me and build this business with me. From there, we began to change lives, both physically and financially. We started to share with everyone. Gained a lot of consumers in the beginning for me, a lot of product users that we were able to convert into distributors. And 22 months later, we've got a phenomenal organization going on with a lot of leaders rising. And it has just been able to secure an incredibly gracious salary for me. I've got a beautiful Mercedes, trips to Alaska and Hawaii. In a few weeks, my husband and I are headed to Rome, Turkey, and Greece, thanks to Zija. But the greatest thing that Zija has done for me has been my vehicle to chase and fulfill my dreams. My youngest son is 2 years old, and he was recently adopted from Ethiopia. He came home about a year ago, severely malnourished. They suspected rickets, and he wasn't well. And I was so elated to bring him home, but my heart broke for all the ones that I left behind. And because of Zija, I was able to find moringa, which can reverse malnutrition. And these leaves, they sustain life. Because of the doors and the opportunity that Zija's opened, I've been able to form a nonprofit, Moringa for Many, and we are nourishing almost 500 malnourished stray kids and orphans in Ethiopia. And simply because of Zija, I'm able to go back over there in just a few weeks for the fourth time to open a feeding center and build a medical clinic later this year. These are things that I would not be able to do if I had not found this opportunity. And that's my why for doing this business. And if you're taking notes, just encourage you when you hang up tonight, spend some time and find your why. Your why doesn't have to take you across the world to Africa like mine does. Your why could be right in your home tonight. But you need to find that and hold on to that, because that will become your fuel and your motivation to carry on in this business when times are tough. And it's not easy to grow this business, but it's very, very capable of doing so. The tools are here. And so just find your why, and that will carry you through. Two other concepts that I'd like to share with you as I end tonight is understand that the whole wide world, every single person that you come in contact with is your market. From the little children that you see to the elderly, to the average age man, every single person can take Smart Mix or Super Mix. And when you can wrap your head around that and begin to really fill your funnel with that mindset, you will find immense growth. And when you begin to listen and meet their needs with Zija, it's when you will find great success. If you begin to listen, everyone has a need for Zija. It might be from a product standpoint, or it might be from an opportunity standpoint. But take the time and listen to every single person that you come in contact with and share that opportunity, whether it be the business or the product. Share with them consistently and fill your funnel to the brim. If you do that, you will find great, great growth. So I thank you guys for having me on this call. And Chris, I'm going to hand it back over to you.
Well, Jessica, congratulations on all your success, and I know you're really just getting started as you've already put your goals in place for climbing the lead and helping the rest of your team hit the next levels. And I want all of you to understand, as Jessica alluded to already, no network marketing experience. You come in really as a consumer enjoying the products and sharing the products. But I heard a word that I want all of you to think about, and that's convert. As she brought in these consumers, as she brought in these people to use the product, she gave them great customer service by listening to them and then converting them over time into individuals who share our great product, as well as sharing this business opportunity to make money. There's nothing wrong with making money. And because of that, she's been able to fulfill one of her dreams, and it's just a great story. You hit on a powerful word, Jessica, why. And I hope all of you on this call understand, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. So definitely examine why you're doing the things you do on a daily basis and why you're in this company with Zija International. So Jessica, thank you so much. I'm going to move into our third Black Diamond, Mr. Joel McNiff. Joel, you can have a little bit different background than Luke and Jessica, neither of them having network marketing experience, and you're quite the veteran, an industry veteran of 19 years. In fact, you've always been successful, and folks, success breeds success, winners breed winners, birds of a feather, they flock together, so to speak. And Joel, you are one of those people that I've really admired watching over the last 6 to 8 weeks, as you've really been earning while you're learning. You're learning how everything works, but you're not analysis paralysis. You're not majoring in the minors. You're keeping the main thing, and you're leading Joel from the front. That's one of the things that impressed me with you. Talk is cheap, action speak, and you're acting. You're out there in the field right now. I call it the trenches, and you're leading by example. So maybe you can share your path to Black Diamond with everyone on the call tonight. That's Joel making an adjustment. He's actually has just called me. I've merged him into the call. And again, that's just another accolade I can throw at Joel. He was having a challenge yet he didn't make an excuse to say, man, I can't get on. Sorry, Chris. He called me. He's on my line. Joel, why don't you share with everyone your vision, why you chose Zija, and a little bit about your story? Okay, praise God, Chris. Hey, guys, real quick, I just want to say, thanks to Chris. I appreciate the integrity that Chris operates his business with. There's people that have maybe been hurt by leadership in the past in network marketing or church or your workplace or whatever, and I just look at Chris, and I'm very humbled and honored to be in business with Chris, who's a young man to me. He's a 32-year-old young man, but he's a very wise man, and he's a leader's leader, guys. He's a servant leader, and he served me and my team, guys, and all y'all on this call relentlessly for most of y'all for years, and us for several weeks now. We're humbled and impressed to be teamed up with Chris Hustis and Team Elite, guys. We're rocking. So, and again, Jessica and Luke, I'm just honored to be on this call, going Black Diamond, Jessica in 21 months, Luke doing it in, 30 months or whatever y'all did it in. Guys, it took me 19 years to go Black Diamond, right? So as Chris said, I'm the tortoise even wins the race too, as long as you don't quit. When I was a 20-year-old kid, I'm a 39-year-old fellow now, but when I was a 20-year-old college student, guys, at Western Michigan University, a gentleman turned me on to a direct selling company that sold a service, a long-distance telecommunications service. And I was broke and desperate and needed something in my life, and I saw my parents go down the tubes financially. I love my parents dearly, and they raised me well, and I don't disrespect them in any way. I love my parents, but I never wanted to be like them financially speaking. I saw the stress and strain that finances put on their relationship and their marriage and us children, and their marriage ended up disintegrating, guys. And they say most marriages fail because of finances. And so when it came time to go to college for myself, and my little sister, and my little brother, there wasn't, hey, Dad, I want to go to this school or that school. It was, hey, son, well, good luck with that. They didn't have the money to do any of that stuff for us, guys. And with all due respect, I'm kind of glad now they didn't, because it made me the man that I am. It built my character. I realized if it is to be, it's up to me. And I was broke as a joke and just sick of being where I was at. And so I decided I was going to join this direct selling company, guys. And, my buddies were going out there to their classes, and I would throw presentation material in my backpack, and I'd go out and show people a business presentation. And after several months of sucking tailpipes in that thing and getting my butt kicked and getting, my teeth kicked in every day, I ended up starting to make a little bit of money. I just didn't quit, guys. I'm not a quitter, You don't quit and you win, guys. If you're not a quitter, you win in Zija International, And so I built that company during my 20s. I was able to make a seven-figure dent and do some special things financially. Just experienced money I couldn't even fathom, And that company ended up going out of business. And that was kind of a bummer. So I teamed up with a gentleman that I trusted and respected, and I joined another service-based company, and I was with that for nearly 9 years, and again, that company by no means or no fault of my own or the ownership, disappeared, right? So guys, for me, being in the industry almost 19 years and having made, several millions of dollars in income from the direct selling industry, I didn't want to build up a multi-six-figure or multi-seven-figure annual or monthly income and have it snatched away, guys. I wanted to be a part of something solid. I wanted to be a part of something lasting. I wanted to be a part of something real. All I can say is I felt like I've been playing flag football for the last 19 years, and with Zija International, guys, I just got drafted into the NFL. I'm absolutely impressed by Ken Brailsford and the Brailsford family and what they bring to the table as far as their business acumen and their business prowess with regard to direct selling and nutrition and the distribution model, guys. I'm absolutely enamored by Rod Larson and Jerem Dastrup, the corporate leadership, as well as DES and Andrew and, just everybody, guys. This operation runs like a Swiss watch. I said to somebody, I said, man, these guys are so well organized. They're almost anal retentive. These guys are incredible, man, So, guys, I'm telling you, from an industry perspective, we have absolutely got the best leadership, the best ownership, the best vision, guys, in the direct selling industry, bar none. We've got proven leadership here, guys, which you just can't put a price on it. You don't know what a special opportunity we have, guys. I feel like I've been married to the wrong person for 19 years or something, and then there she is, the love of my life or whatever, right? Zija International. So, guys, that's one part of it. The second part of it, guys, is the product. I've always sold services. I would have told you that something like this was the devil 2-3 months ago, guys. Some crazy tree powder, whatever, that's a bunch of snake oil, guys. I've never liked product companies for a multitude of reasons, but, first and foremost, guys, I felt they were gimmicky. Zija's not a bunch of college kids out selling the next, healthy Red Bull or something goofy marketing, right? It's not a bunch of pretty people in cool guy jeans and club shirts selling milkshakes that make you lose weight, right? Marketing. Guys, the Egypt people, what I was blown away with when I saw this company, I was blown away that the culture of the representatives, the people involved, were real people with real stories. Guys, there's physicians and medical doctors and pharmacologists and chiropractors and naturopaths and people that have master's degrees in nutrition. There's physiologists, cardio. Guys, all these cultured, savvy, smart, educated, nutritionally savvy people that are involved in Zija. You've got all these pro athletes that are taking the product, the only thing they train with. Guys, this isn't marketing. This isn't gimmick. This isn't fad. This is real. So, guys, I'll tell you what, when you take people like us that know how to build a direct selling company, that absolutely know how to smash and build organizations, guys, I mean, good night. I mean, there's people on our team, guys, that have built organizations. My last organization, guys, had over 90,000 distributors. It's probably larger than Zija's entire global distributor base now. Guys, I wasn't making anything anywhere near what Chris Estes or David Moses or any of these guys or Luke Courier, any of these guys were making. I'm telling you guys, we have not even scratched the surface of the potential that Zija International offers us, guys. We are blessed by God, literally, guys, to be in this place at this time with this opportunity. I'm telling you guys, if you didn't throw caution to the wind and absolutely give this everything you had, I'm telling you everything you had, guys. Just make a one-time sacrifice, guys, for a lifetime gain for your kids to know who you are, guys, and to set up generations, people that aren't even born yet. Guys, you have an opportunity to make an impact, to leave a legacy, just as Ken Brailsford wants to leave for his children and his grandchildren, and really, to be honest with you, mankind in general, with Moringa Olive Fair and our opportunity. But guys, I've never been a part of something that heals people, that helps people be well. There's something fulfilling, guys, about getting in front of a room of people and seeing people get up and bawl their eyes out, guys, about the opportunity to live their life for their children because they lost 30 pounds in their first month, or because they, their body healed its rheumatoid arthritis by being given proper nutrition through Zija Supermix, guys. I mean, these stories are unbelievable, guys. But again, we've got to get the product. We've got to get people enrolled. We've got to get kits in people's hands. We've got to get this healing moringa, these kits in people's hands, to steal the experience, guys, to have testimony. You guys, your own testimony is your best testimony, you know. And in my own testimony, I'll close out here. Guys, the healthier you get, the wealthier you get. You guys, people are hurting. They're fat, sick, and nearly dead out there at the documentary stage, guys. Diabetes, fibromyalgia, all these things, guys. We're eating ourselves to death, guys, in Western society because of our crummy diet, our SAD diet, SAD, Standard American Diet, the sickest country on the planet, guys. The wealthiest country, yet the sickest country, right? So, I started taking this stuff, guys, and I'll tell you, 6 to 8 weeks ago before Zija, hey, Chris Estes told me, bitch, you want to go work out? Let me see, put a bullet in my head and bury me? No, I don't want to go work out, because I was too busy to work out. I was too busy grinding out, making all this money, guys, to enjoy my life. I wasn't enjoying my family. I wasn't living a life unlimited. I was a miserable human being. And I didn't know I was miserable until I wasn't miserable anymore, guys. Here's the deal. I started taking the product. My inflammation in my leg went away. My pain that I broke my foot as a kid gone, right? Like I'm like moving and stuff. All of a sudden I'm like nice and happy and uplifted because of this mood enhancer. I go, hey honey, my wife walks every day. She's got her master's degree in vegan live nutrition. She's the healthiest person I know. She drinks kale shakes every morning. We eat all organic. Our grocery bill's $600 a week because we go to Whole Foods markets. Everything's vegan. Everything's raw. Everything's enzymatically live, bioavailable, right? That's my wife. I was the guy that would kill some donuts, I would do it. So my wife, I'm going walking with her. I got all this energy, guys. I've got this citrus orange is making me want to work out. I've been working out. I'm gaining times and miles on my bikes, guys. I'm in the best shape I've been in probably since my 20s. I feel so optimistic. I feel so blessed, guys. I can't put a price on how I feel. It's improved my relationship with my wife. It's improved my outlook toward my future. Guys, it's improved every aspect of my life. This Zija opportunity, this compensation plan, this company, guys, I'm just blessed to be here. And I'm not here because I'm Joel McNinch for 19 years. I'm here because of Tom and Diana Wagner, who will be Black Diamond this month. I'm here because of Mike and Carrie Corse, who will be Black Diamond this month. I'm here because of Bob DeCamp and Joanne McMahon, who will be Black Diamond this month. I'm here because of Greg and Melanie Greeno, who will be Black Diamond this month. I'm here because of Quang Nguyen and his wife Crystal, that will be Black Diamond this month, guys. I'm nothing without my team, guys. You're nothing without your team. So go grab a hold of some people, guys, enroll them, task division for him like Chris has done for us, guys, and help him rank advance at a record pace, guys, and change lives. Chris, I'm blessed, I'm honored, I'm excited to be a part of this company at this time, guys. I've been getting back, as you've been speaking, as Luke and Jessica spoke as well. I love when people cast vision, and Joel, we appreciate you doing that. Jessica, Luke, appreciate you doing that. And Joel said something about haven't scratched the surface. I'll correct him. We haven't scratched the scratch yet. That's how early we are. That's where we are. And team, a very clear picture has been painted for all of us tonight with Luke, with Jessica, with Joel. And that success is a process. You heard Joel say it took him 19 years. He's maybe been in this company 8 weeks. It's taken him 19 years and a team of people to hit Black Diamond. It's taken Luke some time to hit Black Diamond. It took him some obstacles and adversity that he had to face to hit that rank. Jessica, the same applied to her. It took her some time. She had to develop herself, grow some people to hit that rank. It's a crock pot, not a microwave. Just simply meaning success happens daily, not in a day. I want all of you, as we close down this call, to understand the rule of the game in regards to success in this business. And it's really the rule of the game of life in regards to success. Here's something I learned tonight as I listened to Luke, as I listened to Jessica and Joel, and that is our situation doesn't make us. We make our situation. And everything you seek is seeking you. You heard Joel talk about being miserable until he found out what it was not to be miserable anymore. You see, there is little difference in people, but the little difference makes a big difference. So be that little difference this week for your team and for yourself. Be a part of the growth with Zija Nation. Be a part of the momentum with Zija Nation, because we're creating some massive momentum right now. And remember, it's a great flame that follows a little spark. So be that spark for your team. Be that spark for your family. And let's make it a great period here with Zija International. And, of course, I encourage you to get your hopes up because big things are happening. Ryan, I'll turn it back over to you.
Well, to say that I'm overwhelmed with it would be an understatement. It's interesting hearing the various stories and seeing that all of the individuals or the participants on the call tonight coming from different backgrounds. Their stories very diverse. However, the common thread with all of them is they all wanted to make a difference and identify a vehicle that will work for them. If you're intrigued what you've heard tonight, guest on the call, and you're intrigued by what you heard, what all the excitement is about, and what Zija International is not only doing right now, but will continue to do over the next 5 to 10 years, and we invite you to get back with the person that invited you on the call tonight. We thank you to everybody, the entire organization. Of course, you may have noticed one theme of the call tonight, and that is we had some corporate announcements followed by the progression, the advancements coming from the independent distributors in the field. And as Chris had articulated, and you heard Joel mention it, Luke and Craig, they all talked about teamwork and getting together and working together as a team. And it's so critical that we have that symbiotic relationship. And by doing so, we will achieve the vision that Ken Brailsford has back in 2005 when he watched that documentary that it was aired on the Discovery Channel. That Zija would become a legacy company and the next billion-dollar brand. Thank you to everyone who joined us tonight. Thank you to all of the independent distributors for all that you do, for all the leaders and your teams. A special thank you to, of course, our Chairman's Club and our DLC members. And that will conclude the Power Hour call for period 61. I will open up the lines now.
Wow. Well, that kind of lays everything out there, guys. That's I'm speechless for once. That's just amazing, guys. There's so many things that they touched on there. I don't know where to start. I mean, the growth. I mean, we're talking about Chile. We're able to bring people on from Chile that it's they're just obtaining spots. So we're pretty much in pre-launch. That's huge. So you can build a whole organization full of people just by bringing them on, and when it goes live, I mean, it's going to light up like crazy. You've heard from people that are black diamonds on that call. Those people are just like us. You know, we've got people from every level here on our team. Myself, I'm just a carpenter, and I just got plugged in and trained the right way and to do what needs to be done. People just like us are going to be diamonds in our company here. So you've got a stay-at-home mom. She was on the call, and first timer. She's first timer in this industry, and now is a black diamond. Very passionate about missionary. She wants to help people, not just with Zija, but she just has a passion to help people. She's able to do that now in another country. So what's your why? You know, keep that in front of you. I can't emphasize this enough. If you woke up today and you don't know and you didn't see with your eyeballs what your why is in front of you, you need to do that tomorrow. And plain and simple, that's what you have to do. So guys, I mean, it's here for the taking. We're growing like crazy, and it's all up to you. That's all you have to do, is just do it. That's all these people did, and like you heard, Luke Curry, he's up to 1 o'clock in the morning, and just going to town. And it's really gets down to how bad you want it and what your why is. You know, we're going to come across a lot of people that are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. They're the people that don't need any experience at all. I mean, it's just there, and they're ready to go. So, but that's it. You know, I've got the lines muted out here, guys. So let me open them up here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, if anybody wants to add anything, lines are open.
Hey, Mark, I can't agree with you more, pal. That call was, it just knocked my socks off.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, I was just talking to, you know, Morgan, one of our distributors, and she mentioned, Morgan mentioned a key word, vision. And she hit the nail on the head, you know, for this whole call. I'm glad you saw that, Morgan, and it really takes vision. You know, can you really see where this company's going, and can you see yourself at that level? So vision has a major part of this. You know, having vision and a major why. And if you don't know why you're doing this, you need to come up with 3 of your top whys. Write them down, put them on a piece of paper, put them in front of you. The first thing you see in the morning is your why. So it was a long call, guys. I'm not gonna keep the call going any longer. If anybody else has anything else to add, we'll go ahead and wrap up. We got a lot to do. Okay.
Let's go.
All right, sounds good. Well, thanks everybody for being on the call. This is the Power Hour call. We're going to wrap up. The next Power Hour call will be in 4 weeks. We have a brand new period, 4-week period in front of us. We can make the world of a difference in 4 weeks, not just for ourselves, but for all of our people on our teams also. So let's go ahead and let's get busy. Thanks, guys.